Hello and welcome to my lab. I am Theoretical Combat Scientist, and we are back here in Disco Elysium. I don't remember what I was doing last time. So let's check my journal. Most likely they'll eventually show up. Keep an eye out for them. Call Alice back in a day. Okay. Oh yeah, the thing on Wednesday. I still have to ask Kuno about stuff. I'm gonna try that again, I think. Do. Freaking Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
Oh, here we go. I got some other things to tell him. The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit.
Listen, you little shit.
Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Hey. 500 real? You know what? Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists.
Pants scientists? Sure, why not?
Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Really?
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Tartan?
They will also make you into an idiot.
Aww. Anyway, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering of investigation, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
Wow. There was also a mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
I don't know what to say here. You know what? Yes, does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, Maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Aha.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
You know, there's a stack of Atonite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
He's hiding something.
Are you hiding something?
Pig, if Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
That is a good point, actually. He says with exaggerated confidence.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, you don't care about anything, do you?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
58%.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Secret!
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What? Not supposed to make that sound. I'm not a famous cutie, what the hell?
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Let's investigate indeed. Let's go. Ooh. Nice little place. What is that? A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Uh-huh. I was thinking about justice. Yeah, I'll be the good cop. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points to the ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
Oh, hell yeah.
Secret path the local kids use.
Now I can get into the harbor with this. Get out of the way, I'll get fucked up. The pig's head, it looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Is there nothing else to... except the ladder? Hell yeah. Ooh. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Ooh, postcard. Elysium is a cool game, finished it several years ago. Years? Oh, damn. Ah, damn. Nothing up there. Ooh, and with that, I'm in the harbor, I think, already. Jeez, exactly what I needed. Wait, can I climb? Or something?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Look, Lieutenant, point to the flapping cloak. Someone left his cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
That's mine? Oh. It judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Let's look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
A horse. It's just a machine, Lieutenant, like a giant hammer or a pair of pliers. So let him have his moment of wonder.
His eyes trace the crane's contour as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
Yeah. What exactly are we doing up here?
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
I mean, what's wrong with exploring?
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Do you really think this cloak is mine? Shall I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2-meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The
Alright.
cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who
It's
knows
only
what its
it's
pockets may
28% though. I'm not confident about that. Savoir-faire 3. Hold on. I don't have a point, do I? Nope. Hold on. Maybe I can. -1 savoir-faire. Wait, I got -1 savoir-faire from something. This. There you go. +1 logic, I don't need logic. Okay. Let's
A tarpaulin
see.
cloak is still caught
Oh, that's
on the
better.
railing. No one has
42%.
claimed it for their own.
42%. Ooh, I make it.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Why would I want to close my eyes? That's not a good thing to do. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Oh,
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump.
Disco?
But at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
anyway, I'll take my coat. Thank you. One is pretty cool and one shivers. That's not bad. I'll put back my shoes because the composure is good. Do, do, do. Oh, nice. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-da. Collecting rainwater. And what's in there? Ooh. What is this place? The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Book. The leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism offers a radical Masovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Faisal with a pair of white antlers coming out of his head. I won't go into it right now. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Then out of his file cabinet, the drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Open it.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Let's look through it.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Volition 2. Why not? Force yourself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry
Yeah,
all
fair.
the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Could I actually focus through not focusing?
You're a police officer, not a spiritual being. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
Sure. If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Let's just get back to work, Lieutenant.
My thought exactly, officer. Shall we?
I can try again.
Whatever's
There you
hidden
go.
here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Banners.
All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Okay, man, a to-do note with a list of errands for Everett.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
I don't know, take another look.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
So it's remember Leo. It's actually addressed to Leo, not Everett.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself, the drawer, slides shut.
Okay. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Sure. What do we have here? Magnesium. Glasses? And another postcard. What was this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
I don't even know what that will do. Yeah, fuck it, it's only 10.
The machine swallows your coin and
Cents.
seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial random number. Hell yeah, let's go.
It's unclear if you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Vaguely occult pattern. Useful patterns?
Undoubtedly, no.
Yeah, I might try this again
Sure,
later.
why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Alright. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Alright, let's go. There's things in there. There's 3 packs worth of cigarette butts, numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Why? I'm still not completely convinced it was me.
I am, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's just move on.
It's fine. I'll take all these freaking bottles anyway.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
So this is where René works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I don't want to steal the picture. I'll leave the
Let's
picture
get
alone.
going. The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Alright, alright. Stop pressuring me! Nope. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed into the screen covering. Looks like a forest on the snow. Where are you going? I told you to watch that. There you go. Composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Da, da, da. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but we'll go with it. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Who was this? The risk of oil and rust comes from the chasm is from in front of you. Smells like blood. Fucking locked, I think. Industrial sized thermos smells like burnt coffee and I get money. Hell yeah. Banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Soon the green is gone and everything is red. It is a pry bar to open locked containers. Oh yeah, good point. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Where is my pry bar? There you go. Oh, gloves. +1 elf light. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
That's a nice song.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
As a tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. I don't need to interrupt him. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. Ooh. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Hello, sir.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
You know what? Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Uh-huh. He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Uh-huh.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Yeah.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. What if I don't want to?
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
What? Why do I get bad vibes from the name? You know what? I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
Ah, if you insist, okay.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Don't wink at me. I will not try to wink back too. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
That's not good.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty shack on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
How does he know about that? How does he know about that, actually? Points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's
25?
good money. You need it.
I do need it. Wait, you know Galt?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
No, it's cool. You've got integrity, yes.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Uh-huh.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
I'm worried about this guy. He's too nice, to be honest.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right
Harry.
now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Oh no. 17%. Oh. I can tempt it still. Let's try.
God, you're
Yep.
sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with
Oh,
it.
you're about to cry. Yeah. Yeah. So what, men can cry too?
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
He probably already thinks that.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throwing motion. Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him.
No.
He's Mr. Dubois.
You know what? Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, you're wasting my time for now.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
You know what? Let's just straight up talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Oh, he has such a nasal voice. I sense there's a bot.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yeah, so why aren't we doing that?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me.
Sure.
You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
So everything is shady about it. Okay.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig.
Uh-huh.
I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
Sure.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Oh my god. I don't even know what's happening. fine.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Uh-huh. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Fucking hell. I too am surprised I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Tap your chest.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Well, you and me both. You call me Mr. Dubois, why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
Well, that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Yeah, what are
I
the
think
odds?
the odds of that are very low.
It's true, my memory is a bit hell. No, my memory is fine, it's just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Ooh,
Words
give me the
flow
folder.
like a river of honey from his lips.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant expects Everett over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Uh-huh. Alright, I'll have another look at that folder then.
Everard's large
Oh, for fuck's sake!
covering the folder, but the look on his face says, "I know everything about you, Harry."
I mean, I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
He's teasing me about it now. What the hell?
I'm sure it's not that bad.
I'm not sure.
He has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume?
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
What kind of a cop does it say I am?
Oh, Harry. You are the most regular, traditional, by-the-book law official imaginable.
That's a lie. I already know that. That's a lie. Hey, I'm not that regular. Check my tie.
Now that is funky, Harry. You are a colourful fellow. Not a boring stiff like this deceitful folder here implies.
Well, let's talk of other matters for a moment. I
Of
don't
course,
want
Harry,
to
of
talk about
course.
that.
Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Could you help me get a dead body cut down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
True. Yeah, the belt thing. Hey, you know what? You are a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I know. Anyway. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Sure.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? No, I would not say that. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Yeah.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's friendly. Mr. Rat is helping me find my gun, yeah. Oh my god. I don't think this is gonna end well. I'm Joe is the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
Oh, it ends wonderfully since Mr. Rat is helping you find it after all. Yeah, I don't trust this guy. I do not trust this guy. You called him a midget.
Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Yeah. Look at the smile. I don't know, it's a bit too big of a smile to be genuine.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Is low. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna pry into this, I think. Why haven't you let her in to see you? That's what I want to know.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Well, that's a bit of a bad take on that. Everard, Joyce seems to think the Union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Yeah. The little people in his company and walks in a cargo container. Yeah.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
None of this is secret. Yeah,
Tell her about all of it.
sure.
My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about
How many times is he gonna mention
Everard
it?
doesn't mind.
How many times is he gonna mention this freaking gun? Seriously.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Okay. It's a key part of the lost gun finding process. I see. I see.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Why are you giving me... There's a freaking novelty check. I got a lot of stuff on me. Do-do-do. Need the body in, go to measure it. He's trying to control the gun with all mysticism. Sure. And here you go, my journal screen. As guard, I have to do that. I haven't showed around the tattoos. Like a secret passage. Oh yeah, I have to do that too, I forgot. You know what your corpo type is yet? I don't know what that is. Oh no. And the key of the weasel's door. Alright. Oh, what?
We
You have
should
something
think
to
about
say?
putting it today,
Game?
maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
That's still miserably cold this time. You haven't done stuff with the smoker on the balcony. You should get into composure. I got 4 in composure. Not that bad. Shouldn't think about calling it today, maybe. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
We should take care of that then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Though he
Yeah.
finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Okay, how do I get out of here now? How do I get out? Let me out! Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. Oh. Nothing. Ooh. Ooh, money. Be afraid to bother people. I don't know, I don't want to bother this guy. Did you add the cars into your convinced yet? No, it didn't. But it is a nice game.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red.
The lyrics, the accent is so thick.
Container,
I've seen that.
container, used to be Wild Pines.
Hi.
Evrard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
Huh.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. Ooh, I got 72% on that. What's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Uh-huh. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, kid.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
When you're done talking to him, never tell him to shorten his intro when you have to talk to him again, or else you'll die instantly and he will delete your save files. Well, that's fucked. That is fucked. Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everett sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so.
He stops but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling him to take some time off.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Oh my god. Excited to eventually see you jogging up and down the rolling in the right staircase quest for 30 minutes? Huh?
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
Looks to you for assistance. Let's not get too like murdery already. Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
The little guy starts coughing. So do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Huh, wait. Now that I notice, how did I know he was called Leo?
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The little one looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Good Dune.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
No.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
No.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Beaufort. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The little smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Yay, that's nice. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
Oh.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Oh, really? Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Okay. Looks like the borscht is it's spiked. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
That's interesting.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Alright, what's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Okay. Vamos.
Bye-bye now.
Alright. Du, 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 du. Balsam means well fjord in Arden. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Come on, run. Was that where I wanted to be? Did you actually even get into? Yeah, no. The first time I played this game, that was like maybe 2 years ago, on my own. I actually died to Measurehead when I tried to fight him. So no, I know what happens when you try. Talking about Measurehead, I'm gonna save.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Hey, know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Know anything about it?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to
fair.
do with it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
That's a good point, actually. If Seth's come until you were able to read him. Damn. Does he strike you as a kind of man? Okay. So Hevrat told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Oh yeah.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
Oh.
Both of you.
I don't like this. Yeah, like things are about to go down. Aye. Aye. Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Uh-huh.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead? Actually, I'm very curious about that.
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
You cops or what? Oh my god. We're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
Yeah.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Don't worry.
Oh my
Physical
god.
stuff like this is really easy for Measurehead. Mental stuff too. He's really spiritual, you know.
She looks around. I think what he's doing is like uprooting the tree itself. That's what he's doing.
It's late outside, isn't it? You guys must really like doing what you do to be out so late.
She turns to behold the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching the gates.
The corpse has been removed from the tree.
He brushes.
Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
No, 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 no. There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
I did not. What? I'll just fucking leave. I'm just leaving. I guess for what he actually did back there was momentarily lower the Earth's crust for a good 2 minutes and put it back as it was. What? What? Oh. They all left. Wait, I needed a key for somewhere from someone. I needed a key. For Mañana. Who is Mañana? I don't remember. What time is it? It is 23:16. Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah. It is. Yeah, okay. Alright, I guess I have to go into the whirling in rags. But before I do that... Oh.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
Alright, what's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of
Shivers
stairs
yapping.
leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
I don't care. Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
I've seen the car driving into like the sign and everything. Oh my god. So that's the same person, I see. And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dri's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class.
So many questions.
Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
What's in the
Capeside
know?
apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath the feet of a dead man. He swings from a tree, a gaping hole in his bare, rotting chest.
Well, that's... Okay, what's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where's the hood? Where's the hood? Where's the hood hat? Shudder, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
It's above.
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Mother effer.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Okay. I need to do something with
You see
the
a set of steering levers,
car.
a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay, but how do I turn off the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Press engine
The
start.
dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the
That's
cruise
very
control
loud.
comes to life with a whiny growl.
Why is it that loud? What the hell? Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Alright.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Where are we on this? Point to the halogen map.
Let me see.
Takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. It's what are those judgments? From a map? I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
All of them worse than here.
Okay. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Okay. What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
Yeah. Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Oh boy.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
I think it's not. I think the long one is like the number of cases I've taken. Which is a lot, but not all of them solved.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
8,000. What the hell? Probably some boring. I feel like I just went around apologizing. Do you really think I have any idea? Wait, 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else.
No shame in working a regular job, detective. Sometimes after a long day of doing this, I even envy it. Let's
You're
move
a
on, shall we?
ranked competitive police officer. Sure.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is
Oh,
your number
closed.
of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see...
Nice.
Wow, more than 200.
Oh yeah. That's a lot.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Okay. So you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed
Oh
kills.
my.
You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
I killed 3 people. That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Okay.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
By accident, damn. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Well, not competent anymore. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
True. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Yeah, I should find a hobby.
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. Every time I see someone playing this Elysium and all the guy boots the game up. It's going to be me. Wow.
The lieutenant nods.
Oh,
Right.
that's cool.
I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Really? Ooh. Wait. So I'm Superstar Cop 1, Sorry Cop 2, Boring Cop 3, Communist 2, Fascist 1, Ultra Liberal 5, Moralist 3, Good Cop, Bad Cop 9, People Killed 3, Castle 216 years in service, 18 years. Okay. Interesting. The fascist one is because I try to agree to the big guy just to get through, which I aborted right in the end. Anyway, I see. So I got a point. On what will I put? Volition might be a good one. I got 1 in it. Pain, endurance. That even by the end of the game you don't get your name or your rank on that page. That's true. Attack base damage -1. Oh. It's at 1 because I got damaged. Okay. Forget volition. Love and be loved by drugs. Cop culture. Oh wait, I needed to get more interfacing for the other thing. If I look at the freaking checks, there are 3 that are physical instrument. 2 empathy, 2 interfacing. Rhetoric. Volition. I see. I kinda like the interfacing. I think that's what I'm gonna take. Interfacing. It locks in pockets. I thought I can get you a good $100 if you use it correctly. So forget it, I will not use it correctly. Probably. I'm good at not doing the right thing. Ooh, and we got more people here. Hello. None that I can interact with, though.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Yeah, good point. Mess with the crane at some point. Okay.
The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. 2 men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
It makes Kim happy. Damn.
Thank you anyway.
I don't really want to say that. Thanks, let's talk about something else.
Yes?
What about that money I owe?
Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
The cafeteria manager stares at you, baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain here.
Damn you, Fat Everard. Your novelty check is useless.
Yeah, I kind of feared about that.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it. And come to think of it, frits probably closed at this hour. They are open from 7 to 11.
Yeah. I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop.
As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence.
I mean, I can pay you maybe 25?
Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know?
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Not that the cook is not here. Is there anything? No. And I really can't interact with any of these people. This guy is still sleeping. This guy is still sleeping.
Slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Inspect the piece of plastic on his carabiner.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
I'm not gonna steal his ID. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna wake him up.
The worker continues.
What? Really?
Undisturbed, despite you shaking him. This guy's a real juggernaut of sleep.
Really? Come on. Didn't know interfacing could do that. Well, now you know. How did I fail this check though? What the hell? And I'm not gonna pick the pills. All about money, you know. Yeah, it's all about money. Ah, it was in your freaking car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
You can't leak the bottle. I could the first time I clicked on it. I think, if I remember correctly.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Okay. What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
That's nice. Look at the spinners. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence,
Ooh!
but they weren't necessary for conviction. He
I
never
got the
asked for them
achievement
back.
for Kim trusting me. Interesting. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Yeah. I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Well, thanks. I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Alright. I feel bad for doing this. For having to sell his things. Nope. A sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth. There it is. It's almost midnight. Hello, sir.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Yes,
something you'd like
we'd
to
like to sell
sell?
these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for
Some
them?
foreign prince.
Jump a mess, banner. No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
Hell yeah.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash and then turns to you.
Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'd like to sell my clothes. What?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly. Yeah. Gonna go get your fix? I see. Well, have a nice time.
Another time, perhaps.
Have a nice time. Alright. Now I can pay my bill, sleep. Let's see what the next day brings. And thanks. Wait, when they are
Can I help
partying,
you? Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well,
Slams the pill on the counter up to choke on it. Damn, that's a bit violent. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Aha. Board game. I see. It has been disabled till 21 tomorrow. Oh, hello, Ty.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
No, it's fine.
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Copo type. Hello, hello. I'm fine. I hope you do. Wait, there are Copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay, but what are the other Copo types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop.
Yeah, I see that was.
But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
Too sorry to say those things. What the fuck? This is a sassy bitch. Anyway. Won't the other Copo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
Okay. I'm sorry, opt-in. What? No, I'm not opting. What the hell? You know, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Yeah. I've asserted myself. Anyway, sleep. That we'll see.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Okay.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, kid?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
Gotta go, have a good stream. Thank you, Ty. How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal. And we still
Yeah,
have to
right.
get him down from the tree.
I did shot the body in the chest. I just wanted to make sure he was really dead. Sure. Still can't believe I missed that shot.
Being sober tends to help with precision. But moving on to the interviews, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He has stuff on me. He's a tough cookie, that one.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I don't know how I feel about my name, actually.
That's normal. It's best not to give it too much thought. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna do that.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
What do you think of Joyce? Joyce is the negotiator on the boat, right? Sometimes I don't remember names. Yes. I mean, she was a bit mysterious, but she seemed kinda not honest, but like willing to help.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do the things I do. I don't like to waste time, you know? My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
What? Are you rusting my shoes? What the hell? No. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his fingers on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. So, what are our powers exactly? The RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Will that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay. What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
That's an interesting way of handling this. I see, and if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Makes sense.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the coalition government.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Okay. The moral intern, what is this?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What does it believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What is that symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual.
Uh-huh.
Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine.
What?
But in a strict manner.
Huh? What? What does that even mean? A little feminine but in a strict manner? Okay. Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
Huh. What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Better not to ask.
The lieutenant breathes out a chestnut-scented cloud of cigarette smoke and looks at the city he's sworn to guard.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Oh my god. Wait, I'm here, giving us a ride. Done an awful job. We are stooge of the world's biggest bourgeois organization. Oh my god. Oh my. I kind of feel like this one is the best for me. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me.
Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Oh, okay. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid. Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and GRH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Well, I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too, but I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Yeah, thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you, it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Ah, first, where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed.
Shut up, electrochemistry.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
That's actually true, I feel. What about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
If there is a future.
You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What sang-froid? What a fucking joke.
I said shut up, electrochemistry. Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
What does post-sexual even mean? But to be honest, it does sound pretty good. I'm gonna opt in. Sounds incredible. Allons-y. Let's go there right now.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Alright then, let's get there. Eventually?
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Right, Begin to notice how it rains, democracy. Let's do this. Should be fine. Should be fine. Authority. Right. Let's actually sleep now. See you in the morning. Yep. Alright, so he went to sleep.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
The chain cutters.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
42%.
Your face, adorned with the expression. The
Hell
faucet
yeah.
is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Let the mirror be. That's right, there was this door too. I still cannot open it. Huh. Oh well.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
You have the clothes to boost that skill. I'm not too worried about this.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep.
Nope.
And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Oh, that's not good. Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm actually in the dream. Huh. Well, that's not good.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
What? You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Ooh. Tell me what this is. I'm not unsure before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
Oh. I don't know which one I should answer on this. Holy shit. I'll say I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
Elysium? What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth.
Damn, he's becoming aggressive.
8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
What the fuck? Don't call me stinky boy. I don't permit you. Can't come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong.
Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Yeah, damn. Ooh.
Good going, buddy.
I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Oh.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
But what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
I guess.
It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Wow, that's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself. Slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Electrochemistry is a meanie. A big meanie. On that in my head. Yeah, damn. You know what? I think it's time to stop here for today. I hope you enjoyed. I will be continuing this tomorrow. So yeah. All I have to say now is have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.